I saw another day, only to scream into the night. Nothing ever tries to change, even if I want to realize. 'Cause I've been sitting here, same old ways, taking off without the same mistake. Darling, where you going? It won't be as simple for you.
Yo, guys, it is Old Man G here, back again. I don't think I've done a live stream in what looks like absolutely ages, but I just thought I had to go live just because there's just so much to basically, not to talk about, but to react to, and it was very difficult to do like a post-match recording with with the editing and stuff. It was just a lot easier if I got all my notes down. So if you're new to the channel, remember to like, share, and subscribe to Red Devil Studio. Follow us on Twitter and X. Smash the notification button for latest United Premier League news as well. The channel going into next season, maybe not this season, but next season is definitely going to be a lot more diverse, and you'll see a lot of and you'll see it with a change of some of the graphics coming forward. But I've just been very, very busy with exams and stuff like that. So, like I said, if you're new to the channel, please get involved. Please get involved in the comments as well. Like, be good to see a lot of people here. Eddie, yo, bro. Oh, just message you for your link. Yep, I'm gonna. So, yep. Also, if you want to come on and have your say, I am going to post the link in the description. Hamza says, United were awful today. We need to sell Maguire, Shrub, Lingard, McTominay, Fred, Rashford, Cavani, Matic, Marshall, Phil Jones. I'm going to get to that point, Hamza. Actually, I'm going to get to that. Let me just quickly. I'm going to send you the link, and I'm also going to post the link in the chat. I can only really be live for about half an hour, so we don't have a lot of time to discuss. But thanks everyone for watching. I post a link in the description as well for those who want to get involved. And like I said, shout out to everyone who's just watching. Really appreciate it. There we go. Sorry, here's me being unprofessional again. So I've sent you the link there, Eddie. I've sent you the link. But yeah, let me just quickly address Hamza's comment before I talk about the main thing, which is City win the league. And as you see in the subtitle, I'm not gonna lie, I was stressed. I was this whole game, I was very, very, very stressed. I was very stressed because when Aston Villa scored, I was like, okay, it's 1-0, it's no big deal. City at home, they'll come back into it, it's fine. When they went 2-0 up, I started to get stressed. I started to get very stressed because I was like, 2-0 is one thing. City need to win this game. And it was 1-1, I think, with Liverpool and Wolves. So I was like, I can't have a situation where Pep bottles this league and Liverpool I couldn't. I was up until 75 minutes. I was incredibly stressed. I'm not gonna lie. I was very stressed, and as soon as Liverpool City equalized, I was like, okay, they scored, and then they equalized, and I was like, and then finally, thank goodness, they got the win by this guy called Ilk, by this guy called Ilkay Gundogan. Ilkay Gundogan got it, and I was having a conversation with Eddie, and Eddie's going to come on us in a second. And I was saying that, listen, Ilkay Gundogan basically gave City their title last season. No cap. His run of form is the reason why City basically won their title last season. So the fact that it's poetic because he's barely had any games this season, he's been misused, personally, in my opinion, mistreated. And the fact that he's the one that comes on as a sub to then hand Pep, or I bail Pep out of his decision, because quite frankly, he should have started with Zinchenko at least. Gundogan okay, fair enough, but Zinchenko should have started. He didn't, and you know, he nearly bottled this, because Villa, to be honest, even in the second half, Villa, if they took their chances, like I wasn't expecting City to destroy Villa, but I didn't expect them to be 2-0 down. And Liverpool held them. Sorry, Villa held themselves. City were lucky for 75 minutes, and then they came and did what they did. So fair play to City. Thank goodness, because it means that at least Fergie lives. Alex Ferguson lives, man. Alex Ferguson lives. Alex Ferguson lives. Until next year, I tweeted. Until next year. Until next year, because you know, there's no way there's no way I could have lived with a Liverpool quadruple. A treble is bad enough. A duo is fine, but a quadruple because Chelsea couldn't get the job done in the FA Cup because of banter. No. That couldn't happen. Now, let me just quickly address this comment. I'm just going to quickly just tweet this out that I'm live and we'll get involved, please. Remember to like the vid, guys. It goes a long way. Eddie's in the back. I'm going to bring you in a second in, Eddie. I'll just quickly read these comments. So the United over today, we need to sell Maguire, AB, Lingard, McTominay. So let's keep it a stack, Hamza. Ralph said that most of the players in the starting lineup that played today against, and it's kind of sobering if you think about it, is that most of those players are going to be here at United next season, with the exception of Cavani. So Maguire's probably gone. Shaw, maybe, I don't know. Lingard's probably gone. McTominay and Fred are going to stay. Rashford is debatable. Cavani's gone. Match is gone. Martial's probably gone. Phil Jones. So you're right, but I think Fred and McTominay are not going anywhere. And Shaw and Wan-Bissaka, Touchwood. Everyone else is debatable. Shout out to SMB, man. Yo, what's up? City or tease. Thank you, man. Long time viewer, Manchester, man. They were tease. They were. Let me know, guys, if, by the way, if my audio's okay. Let me know if my audio's okay. And if the video, because Lucifer has had some lag issues recently, so let me know. It's been a stressful season. Thank God it's over. I'm glad it's over. One of the worst seasons in United history. And the fact that, and we're going to talk about United in a second. I think if Villa scored both the goals in the second, it would have been very different. Halftime talks make a difference. That is true. But to be, Stevie G slipping again, man. What can you say? But to be fair, City had a lot of chance in the first 4 minutes of the second half. They had 4 chances, and that is true. That is true. It's just to be 2-0 and to come back free, because I think they scored their third goal in the 80th minute. So you got to give them props. You literally got to give them props. Now let me bring Eddie in. Let me bring Eddie in here, man. Eddie, man.
Eddie, yes, how you doing, bro?
Less stressed, man. I'm sure you see my tweets. I was getting very stressed up until 75. Because,
I was worried as well, man. I mean, I wasn't really watching the Man United game that much.
Yeah,
had to be about the title race, man.
I literally half time. I was like, so basically, what you're telling me is Liverpool are going to win the title, and United are going to be in the Conference League.
Oh,
and potentially they might win a quadruple.
Gotta give props to Brighton, because they wanted that Conference League the way they were playing. They wanted it.
If I'm perfectly honest, and we'll get to speak about United in a second, like West Ham deserve to be at least in Europa League. United don't deserve to be in the, like, we're there because other teams bottled it, or that's it. Like, that's the reason why we're there. We're not there because we were good. And to be fair to West Ham, the reason why they did is because they sacrificed those games so they could focus on the Europa League. If West Ham weren't in the Europa League, they probably would have sealed it already. So and I have no problem with them doing that, because it was their chance and they were close.
You know what, RDS, I'll take that at this point, because no one, as a Man United fan, wants any banter with that Conference League being talked about. We get ridiculed all of next season. Even if there would have been like improvements in the football, people would just say, "Oh, Conference League, Man United, Conference League." No, man, I don't care how Man United got it today. Props to Brighton again. I'll keep saying props to Brighton. Props to Brighton because
they always considering that they pimped this what 4-0 last time. So maybe they should.
This was the apology.
Exactly.
For embarrassing us.
We're sorry for embarrassing your fraud players at United. So here's a token of our thanks. You've got a Europa League spot,
Oh yes, we gotta take it, man. Come on, the banter next season, bro. I can't talk about it.
The only positive for me about Europa League football is that if it's still that option to get into that Champions League, so you win it. So whatever happens next season, because I don't know what's going to happen next season. It's very much dependent on players coming in, whether they listen to Ten Hag. What's going on, you just don't know. But so if we're going to rely on the league to get top 4 to get Champions League, that might not be the best way. The best way, at least if you have Europa League, there's a second option that you have. And
can I quit? Because it's just burning in my mind the lack of application to what Ralph has tried to get this team to do. It's made me sick. I mean, there was a time when Ralph was getting the team to create 160 chances. I keep remembering this because people keep throwing Ralph under the bus. There was a time when he got the team to create the most chances, and these guys on the pitch didn't take the chances. So why? I don't get why some of them have given up when they know Ten Hag is going to come in and demand even more. I've been watching Ajax play the last few games. That high press footy, that Ten Hag wants to play. These guys are gonna shit themselves.
They can't do it.
The fitness training. They're gonna have some conditioning nightmares. I just hope that this rebuild is gonna be proper players come in. Because some of these guys, man. I mean, Bruno's assist. It was Zaha today. Bruno's
that was, and it's ironic that I know Everton lost today, but the player that scored for them was Van der Beek.
Oh I mean, he's scoring when it doesn't even matter. But hey, it's good for him to get some confidence, that's all right. But he's got to come in next season now. He's one of Ten Hag's children, right? We know this. This is why I'm surprised that De Jong has not been itching to come and just come back with his shout out. Oh, sorry. Let me just. Mike's in the background, who's a Liverpool fan. I want to get Mike in because Mike, bro. Mike, it's Michael. How you doing, Michael?
Are you okay? You're all right. How you feeling, man?
Oh wow.
Oh boy, man. Why do I have to deal with the slow death? Like the mountain in Game of Thrones when he pops the eyes. That's what it felt like. I'd rather taken a bullet than that sort of loss. Oh
man.
Oh,
it
man.
was got close.
Shut up.
You gotta take something through the journey, I guess.
No, I'm not. Actually, no. What I'll say is, when Villa were 2-0 up against City, how were you feeling? Like literally, I know
we still needed a goal, and we were not.
It
was a draw at the time, yeah.
But did you?
I wasn't too confident.
Really, because I always thought that, it's at Anfield. Liverpool are going to get the dub. By hook or by crook, they will get it. They'll get a goal, even if it's 80 minutes. They are going to win the game. But my doubt was, I don't know whether City are going to be able to, they're 2-0 down. Are they going to be able to score 3 goals in the second half if they keep on playing the way they're playing?
They were not good today, City, to be honest. I mean, Aston Villa did frustrate them. Rodri, man, Gundogan, these man.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna have nightmares about these guys for 20 years.
Oh, sorry. Here's another thing as well. Sorry, bring it up. My concern right now is the status of Thiago. Is that a blow for the CL if Thiago is injured?
He's not going to play, it looks like. I think they said it's a hamstring, so I don't think he's going to be fit enough to play the final, which is even more of a double blow. We got a double barrel shotgun now on us today. Losing the title and losing Thiago. Oh my God.
Ooh,
He put a nasty assist today, by the way, for the first goal for Sadio Mane. A back heel through the legs. It was nasty, but oh my God. I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say anymore, to be honest. It's just every time it's with City, it's just bad. Every single time. But look, you got to give hat to them. They came back 2-0 down. I had never had any faith in Aston Villa because they didn't even have Martinez in goal. It was a Swedish backup, Olsen. And I knew then it was going to even be worse. When it was 2-0, I was like, what the heck is going on here? But
well, man, it was what I mean, you know, it was close. Coutinho scored the second goal, and suddenly people were thinking this can't be it's almost too good to be true that Gerrard and Coutinho, who lost the title to City, are going to be the architects of their own downfall, you know. So, but you know, as you know, as a Liverpool fan, Gerrard slips, and you know, there you go, you know. So
very nice.
I can't believe the comeback, right? That comeback being within 5 minutes, man. That's gotta be one of the biggest comebacks ever, man. 3 goals in 5 minutes, like who does that?
That's madness.
Yeah, you know what I mean,
only City can.
Real Madrid in against City in Champions League, they got 2 goals in 2 minutes, didn't they? But it's been a season for comebacks, man. And I'm loving today. I mean, despite Man United being terrible, it's good to bask in the ambience of Liverpool's failure, Michael. It's great to see you guys fail,
and yet Man City win the Premier League as well. Your rivals as well. We're Man United. Hey, at least you got Europa League. You didn't have to. You didn't have to travel to Macedonia, but you can go to Czech Republic and Greece and these places instead.
Shout out to whoa. You know, I'll take that anthem over whatever the Conference League anthem is, man.
They're the same anthem.
I mean, Michael, one point there on what you said. I mean, Man City is the lesser of 2 evils right now. I mean, they've not got as many league titles as you guys, so letting them have this one, it's just less damage.
I might look a bit sketch if he wins it 3 times in a row, because I think that I don't know how many Premier League teams have won the title 3 leagues. Have Liverpool won the title 3 leagues in a row, even in the 60s and 70s? I can't remember.
I think in the late 70s or early 80s we did, and then you guys did, right? And then United did, right?
We did twice in the treble period, and then when the second with Ronaldo. So I might look at it a bit funny if he goes 3 times, because back to back, people defending back to back, like even Chelsea did back to back. So it's it's not a big deal. 3 times in a row, then it gets tetchy, especially if City win the Champions League next season. But he's not winning the Champions League next season, so
no, he's not.
You can't count them out with that Haaland deal. You know, that could be a big game changer, because we've seen how they've kind of lacked that kind of tall, dynamic player up front that can get some headers.
The problem with City in the Champions League it's more the manner in which they've got knocked out. It's not necessarily it's when you look at all of the ways they got knocked out, it's like, but you shouldn't have been knocked out though. Even this season, they conceded 2 goals to Real Madrid in 5 minutes. That's not because of the lack of a striker. That's because how do you concede 2 goals literally in the last couple of minutes of the game to basically allow Real Madrid to get through? You know,
I got a counterpoint on that though. They missed a lot of chances. And now they've got Haaland up front. Maybe he takes more of them chances to put them.
They did, but then Leon, the year before, you know.
Okay, so again, RDS, take out Sterling and you put in Haaland taking that chance. Is he gonna? Come on, he's not missing that. This is what I mean. That might be the game changer.
No, I just think that there's I think it's more of a mentality thing. I think there's an element of mentality. I think you're right. Yeah. I'm just saying that there's a mentality there, but just quickly moving on, because I actually have to go in 15 minutes out. This is going to be a brief cover view. Right. But what are your thoughts? Because I guess the key things are. Because we'll end with United, because I don't want to talk about them. But just one thing that I do want to bring up actually is this: Burnley relegated, man.
Oh, all lives matter.
You know, all lives matter relegated. You know, it was because I think that if I remember going into it, Leeds Burnley could have drawn. It was like they just had to not lose, but Leeds had to win and beat Brentford. So, any just kind of brief thoughts on just like, are you guys happy that Burnley have gone down with the nature of the football, or are you going to miss them, or what?
I don't really care, to be honest, but it's like I don't get why Sean Dyche had to go at that specific time. The guy that's been your savior, your guy that's brought you up. I think he brought them up, didn't he? From the
all the way up, yeah.
And then kept him up for a couple of seasons. It's like, what did he say to the board to get his ass kicked out? Like just straight away. What's he done? What kind of cockiness? He must have been cocky with something. He said something to them and tried to exact some power where they said, "Nah, we're gonna trump you now. Get out of here. We run things, isn't it?" Like I don't get it. They need to explain why they've got rid of Sean Dyche, because it's cost them, their survival now. So yeah, that's the big thing for me. I don't really care that they're gone because I didn't really like their football, to be honest. I don't think they were that good. But yeah, I want to know some answers about Sean Dyche.
Mike, what do you think about?
I'm just glad they're gone. Just glad they're gone, man. R.I.P. Adios. I hope they don't come back for a couple seasons. No offense to Burnley and their fans, but F them. That's all I gotta say. Thank God they're gone.
I'm not gonna lie. I actually do prefer Burnley fans to Leeds fans. Leeds fans are a bit special as well. So
yeah, they are. But I mean,
the football that Burnley played,
it's dreadful.
It wasn't great. Like, so take care, Burnley. You were great. It was cool, and congratulations to Leeds, who obviously stayed up.
Yeah.
And finally, so just to round things off, so I might do something a stream like tomorrow or later. So just sorry, guys, I've got to head off and meet somebody. But United clinched the Europa League.
Wow.
Congrats.
And they clinched it not because they actually beat Crystal Palace, but because Brighton were our professional football club. That's the difference between for me, Brighton. Brighton are actually a professional football club. Even West Ham a professional football club. United not a professional football club. They're not.
Painful to hear, bro. I mean,
they're not. I know who. Where was Rashford? Why wasn't Rashford available? Why isn't Sancho available? I mean, I don't know if he was injured. I know Pogba's got an injury in niggle. I know Ronaldo's out with a niggle. Okay, fine. I'll give them, even though I think they might be exaggerating it. But Rashford, Sancho, like
I don't get why Rashford wasn't in there. I don't get that, because he wasn't injured.
Wan-Bissaka, these guys aren't. So unless you're saying that these guys are not part of the plans going forward,
Wan-Bissaka is not part of the plans. I keep hearing that. His agent's really getting on to other clubs so we can get out of there, because I just keep hearing news that Ten Hag doesn't favour him, and so I'm not surprised he's not in the team. But in terms of these players, Ronaldo had the hip flexor injury, so of course he's out. But I'm really disappointed with Rashford, because there was a time when we compared him to having the growth of like Mbappe, which was that was ludicrous. Almost blasphemous, man, that was. But it's like it's going to be so hard to see this team try and play the same football next season, unless we could see an amazing transfer window where literally Man United buy Ajax's spine. I was saying this on Michael's stream. I was like, I would have no shame as well if Man United were to go in there, get Timber, get Alvarez, the defensive mid, get Anthony, all these guys, bring them in. They know the system because Man United it's just banter. I was actually walking around my place in Derby with my Man United shirt on about a week ago. People were looking at me. I could tell. They were looking at the badge, and it was like, I swear I saw some smirks. People are seeing that Man United are kind of dropping off. Next season's got to be big to try and put some respect on the name of the football that we play. Because I'm happy that Ralph's come in to be a martyr. It's been painful to see it, but at least we're guaranteed to see Man United going in that direction of attacking football. No more counter-attack. I've hated the counter-attack the last few seasons. I've barely been getting joy when we've won. We've been snatching games on the Ollie for too long. So it's going to be a hard transition, but, I just hope they can do it,
Mike, obviously as a Liverpool fan, So you guys are actually, and you know, at the end of the day, if you're Liverpool, it's like it's really not that like I was you know, for all the banter that they're taking, at the end of the day, like Liverpool have still won 2 trophies this season, and they're in a Champions League final. So for everyone you can't really banter Liverpool when they won a title race that was decided literally an hour ago, and they're in a Champions League final with already 2 trophies in the bag. It's so, as a United fan, you know, I'm sure, you know, you just think that United are a bit of a joke right now.
Yeah, well, when was the last time you won a trophy? 2016. You can't even win the Audi Cup or International Champions Cup. You can't. Come on, man. I don't like. Obviously, look, I've told this to Eddie and you. Like, I think Ten Hag is the right guy, but you guys got some dreadful players. Absolutely dead players. Oh yeah, but AC Milan won. Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, as when. Wow. Forza Milan, man. Shout to my Rossoneri TV brothers to AC Milan. Head up, go to Rossoneri TV and subscribe. It's a great AC Milan channel. And certainly if you guys contact them, they're a friendly bunch of guys and know everything Serie A and AC Milan. Like, so really Roy, and Roy and Ari, who are like the main dons of the channel, like are like really sound guys, you know. So yeah, they're gonna be
AC Milan. Like, how long were they without a title, real quick?
Ooh, 10 years. 10 years without the Serie A.
10 years. 10 years out the Serie A.
10 years. And how long has it been for Man United? Has it been longer than 10 years now, hasn't it?
10 years.
2013. Yeah, almost 10 years.
10 years. Yeah, 10 years.
We're nowhere near to like coming back. Like
that's the irony. Exactly. That's what people said. Where are we the new AC Milan? No, they weren't wrong.
Yeah, we're not.
So you know, they weren't wrong. You know,
yeah, and Giroud scored 2 goals today. Maybe Chelsea could have used that this season because a certain striker couldn't do the business for them. But look, United have been terrible this season. You guys are happy. I bet every United fan happy is that this is over. That this is over. This dreadful season that you will never forget. That you will put in the memory.
I'm happy, but there's just it's all. But I'm also pessimistic, because I think the way that I see it is that like I'm in a position right now, where I need to be I need proof. So I need you to prove to me first what's going to happen before I actually invest my emotions anymore. Yeah. Because we've seen so many managers come in with promise, not being backed, broken promises, all the rest of it. We've seen transfer sagas where United's been linked with almost every player under the sun and had their transfer window finished near the end of the season. So even these rumors, United's going to get Timber, United, all these different things. It's like, guys, we've been here before. Like, we've been here before so many times when we've been linked to play. And then maybe we end up getting that player, but we get that player confirmed 2 weeks before the season. Like, this
is going to keep happening because remember, what was it? Was it George Romero? I don't know his name properly, saying the De Jong deal was 95% done. And it's still been like dragged on now. It's like
exactly. I don't
hype like this, man.
I know everyone said calls for Fabrizio a tap-in merchant. So, but at the end of the day, he's still. Oh, shout out to Chainsaw as well. By the way, Chainsaw, subscribe to his anime channel as well. It's got a lot of really good content on it as well. We've called back on the podcast stuff, but that hopefully will be back from June when my exams and stuff are over. Chainsaw, you were one of the people, because Chainsaw's a Liverpool fan, and I love this guy. So, but you were one of the people that said quad was certain. So I do have to get you on the show at one point, and we have to have a dissection about the quad, and also after the Champions League final if Liverpool don't win the Champions League. So just FYI, if 7 is coming or not.
Can I ask Michael real quick then? Are you confident for the Champions League?
Nope.
I like to see that. I like to see that. Why not?
I just
Thiago
think
injury, I think, as well.
Thiago injury. Defensively, we haven't looked the strongest in the last couple of weeks, and if you're going to give that sort of space to Benzema and Vinny, that ain't the greatest. I am worried about Rodrigo. The guy's just a super sub merchant. That's all he is. If he starts a game, he won't have the impact, or at least I hope he doesn't have the impact, because now I'll eat my words. But I'm not so confident in it as I was probably about a month ago.
Though, Michael Henderson to lead the line. Yeah.
Oh God, you guys you love trolling, huh? Henderson, really? Fabinho will be back. Don't worry.
I was actually trolling though, to be honest, because I've seen Henderson lead that press, man. He's all right sometimes.
Yeah, he's all right sometimes, but he's just a press merchant. That's it for me, at least.
this comment about AC Milan is actually true, actually, because it was they did have dominance in Europe, but actually they only won one Scudetto in that time in the 2000s, and then one more in 2011. So although they had European dominance, much like Liverpool in a way, they didn't necessarily have what's it called? They didn't have domestic dominance. But yeah, I need to run, guys. Final thoughts, guys. Final thoughts on. Well, I'm going to do a proper, and I think I'm going to message you guys specifically about like a proper Premier League season review. There's going to be United one, and then just a Premier League season review, just decap before the Champions League. Oh, shout out to Chainsaw with the dub in, man. I'm about to close. We'll love to review the CLV Red Devil. Good luck with the exams. Quad should have happened. Thank you for the super chat, Chainsaw. And as a Liverpool fan as well, man. Like it, you know. So, thank you, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate you for the dub and your patience and your membership, because he's one of the members of this channel now, and I really appreciate it, buddy. If I'm honest, like, and I tell Eddie this all the time. So I'm a football fan first. I'm a football fan. I can be shameless, as you've seen by my retweets, but I'm a football fan first. And I'm sure even Eddie will agree. Liverpool are a much, 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 much better team and a much better organization than Manchester United are. There is no sane United fan that will ever say that right now United are anywhere close to where Liverpool are as a football club organization. And, you know, but for a few slips, you know, if they'd beaten Spurs at Anfield, or if they hadn't dropped points to what was it? Like, even that Brentford draw.
3-3,
remember, I think it was 3-3, something like that. It's just small, simple things like that, you know. So, but it's the Premier League. It's the most competitive league in the world. Well, okay, to a certain extent, for a reason. But you know, you get stuff like this. But you know, final thoughts, Eddie and Mike, before we round up.
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, when you said, you know, Liverpool are a much better team. Yeah, it goes without saying, and yeah, it's made me sick, you know, to actually rely on watching the rivals like Liverpool and Man City for actual entertainment, because Man United, watching them, you don't watch football, you watch. I don't even know what to call it. Yeah, I was watching 10 minutes of the game today with Man United playing Palace, and 10 minutes went by, and I was like, I don't even know what's actually gone on. All I saw was people just like tussling. You know, like when you watch Sunday League football. It was a bit like that. I was like, this is bad. But okay, so that's overall my view on Man United this season. They've been Sunday League level, terrible. Props again to Brighton for stopping West Ham. Helped to spare the embarrassment of Conference League football. We would not have heard the end of it next season. I've got to say it again. We would not have heard the end of the banter. So next season, hoping that the transition will not be as bumpy. It will be, because you can't play 5 years of counter-attack and then switch to possession and have it plain sailing. So yeah, I was still say props to Liverpool, to Michael's Liverpool, because to be 2 games away from the quad, that's ridiculous, man. You should get accolades for that anyway. Even if you flop in the Champions League final, you still got 2 out of 4. So yeah, man, props to the big teams. Man United got a lot of work to do.
And Mike, round us off.
Well, I mean, just looking forward to May 28th. We better win that Champions League. Because if you guys don't know, the UEFA Super Cup is here in Finland. I need to see my team live in person for the first time in a long time. I need them to win the Champions League. But look, kudos to also Tottenham for making Champions League. Arsenal, with their greatest ever Premier League season, are in 5th position and are with Manchester United in the Europa League. So kudos to Arsenal with the greatest young team in the world. And just congrats, City. Once again. God damn it.
Right. Thanks for everyone watching, guys. Take care, everyone, and cheers.